Hafidades and Mananasizus. The 35th Guam Legislature is back from recess, and before I acknowledge the Majority Leader, Vice Speaker Nelson, I understand Senator Regine Bisco-Lee, you have a point of order?
Suzus Masi, Madam Speaker, just a point of order, colleagues. I just wanted to recognize that today is Vietnam Veterans Day, and we have a Vietnam veteran in our midst. So I just want to thank Senator Pito Terlahi, as well as all of our Vietnam veterans for their service to our island and our nation. So Suzus Masi, Senator, and thanks to all the veterans.
Suzus Masi, Senator Pito Terlahi. Vice Speaker Nelson, on the motion, please.
Suzus Masi, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we have exhausted items on the second reading file, and I move that we go to the third reading voting file.
On the motion, are there any objections? Hearing no objections, motion carries. We are now in the third reading file, consideration of the daily file, item 18. Consideration on bill number 29-35 COR. Clerks, please read the title.
Bill number 29-35 COR, as amended by the Committee on Public Safety, Border Safety, Military and Veterans Affairs, Mayor's Council, Infrastructure, and Public Transit, and further amended on the floor. Introduced by James C. Moylan, Jose Pito Terlahi, Joe S. San Augustine, William Mendiola Castro, an act to repeal and reenact Section 64.62 and add new Sections 64.62.1 and 64.62.2, all of Article 2, Chapter 64, Title 9, Guam Code Annotated, relative to authorizing the Mayor's Council of Guam to establish rules and regulations related to games of chance at the Guam Island Fair and Liberation Day Carnival.
Vice Speaker Nelson, on that, before the vote, can we just move to excuse the members not present today?
Madam Speaker, I make a motion to excuse those not present today.
If no objection, motion carries. Roll call, please.
Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, pass. Senator Marsh-Titano. Senator Marsh-Titano, excused. Senator Moylan. Aye. Senator Moylan, aye. Speaker Munya-Barnes.
Hogan.
Speaker Munya-Barnes, aye. Senator Munya. Senator Munya, excused. Vice Speaker Nelson. Vice Speaker Nelson, nay. Senator Perez. Senator Perez, nay. Senator Ragel. Senator Ragel, pass. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator Shelton. Senator Shelton, aye. Senator Tydegui. Senator Tydegui, aye. Senator Pito Terlahi. Senator Pito Terlahi, aye. Senator Therese Terlahi. Senator Therese Terlahi, nay. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, nay. Senator Lee. Senator Lee, nay. Senator Ragel. Senator Ragel, aye.
Colleagues, Bill number 29-35 COR received 8 ayes, 5 nays, and 2 excused absence. Bill number 29-35 COR is duly passed. Ladies and gentlemen, to my colleagues, we are now on a brief extension of remarks. Do I hear anyone on the body? Senator Regine Lee, an invitation for...
Mrs. Masi, Madam Speaker, colleagues, just want to remind you and also to the public that we are celebrating our Mes Chamorro, our Gupa Chamorro celebration this evening at the Guam Congress building at 5:30. So we invite all of you and your friends and family to please join us, and Biba Mes Chamorro.
Biba. Mrs. Masi, Senator Lee, Senator Legislative Secretary Shelton, you are recognized.
Sijus Masi, Madam Speaker, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Guampedia for the exhibit of the Women in Chamorro history that they've put out in our lobby throughout the month of March. We'd also like to invite the public when they come to the Gupat Chamorro tonight to please view, and the books will be on sale this evening. So Sijus Masi.
Buen provecho, Senator Shelton, Legislator Shelton, thank you. Vice Speaker Nelson, you are recognized.
Sijos Masi, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to thank all of my colleagues for their hard work this session. Even though we did not agree on issues, I respect the work that they do, and I am happy for them and their successes. 2 things I would like to bring up, Madam Speaker: transparency and trust. Transparent. The definition of transparent as an adjective is transmitting light so that objects lying beyond are entirely visible. Or it can mean fine or sheer enough to be seen through. Another definition is easily detected or understood. Trust, as a noun, a firm belief in the character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something, a person or thing in which confidence is placed, confident, hope, something held or managed by someone for the benefit of another, and responsibility for safety and well-being. Madam Speaker, throughout my time as a senator and during the campaign trail, I heard many commitments to transparency and trust from all walks of life. We have opinions wrote in the article. It was one of the reasons that I ran, because I was upset that I felt that I lost faith in our government. I lost faith in them sincerely wanting to take care of us. And so, Madam Speaker, I stand here today to make a commitment to the people and to my colleagues. And I'm a little bit afraid, no, because this is something very difficult to live up to. And this is something I fail at all the time, many times. To my colleagues, I make a commitment to you that I will not engage in backroom deals, that I will debate openly in a public forum disagreements on legislation that I may have. I will treat you with respect on the air and in private. I will not call you names or threaten you in the media if we do not agree on an issue. I will ensure and work my very best that when there is a call for a vote, that I do everything I can to make sure that you are there. And I want to ask forgiveness to one of our colleagues because last session her mother passed away, and I did not even consider that to ask to make a postponement until she was ready to vote on an issue. And I know that this colleague is very dedicated to the work that she does, and if she was able to be here, she would have. I will do my very best to be collegial and professional at all times. I will work to try and not manipulate you or take advantage of your inexperience or scheme against you in hopes that you fail. Rather, I will respect your position and continue to work with you for the betterment of our island and our people. To the people of Guam, I will hear and be available to listen on both sides of the issues and on your concerns. If there is a community concern, and I feel that perhaps your voice is not being heard, I will not force the issue to better myself. Rather, I will pause and listen to the criticisms, the oppositions, and perhaps even the support for policy that we make. I will continue to work what I believe in, even in the midst of fear. And I will do my best to live up to the transparency and trust that I committed to you during the campaign. Madam Speaker, I know that I am not perfect. I know that I make many mistakes. At times, sometimes things get the better of me. And sometimes I lose my way in this job. But I ask the help of my colleagues and the people of Guam that if I begin to falter on this commitment, that you call me out on it and that you remind me of this commitment that I made here today in this sacred house that many of our ancestors have passed through to serve the people of Guam. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Si Diyos Masi, Vice Speaker Nelson. Senator Mary Torres, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And to the retiring Speaker, please believe that you are living out many of your commitments already, and you can trust that. So keep your head up. Madam Speaker, while it wasn't easy for many of us during this session, I believe that good deliberation never should be. Each of us desires to act within the best interests of our people. And it's during these moments that we must remember what binds us together as members of this body. This month of March is Mes Chamorro. And while Mes Chamorro is a time to reflect on our past, our traditions, and our values, this month also happens to be a celebration of women whose shoulders we now stand on. Women whose stories are proudly displayed here in the People's House. Women who have fought against war and violence and injustice, who stood up for others, and in doing so, stood up to power. Oppressive, suppressive power. Madam Speaker, as the first U.S. legislative body with a female majority, we are equally compelled, if not more so, to stand together, despite forces that may tempt us or attempt to tear us apart. To believe those that came forward, though the loud and the powerful are not on their side, and to reject the corrupt, even when it's politically inconvenient. And so through this month, we've thought about all the values of Chamorro, and it's now coming to a close. Yet our work is far from over. To all of us, let's please bear in mind that we must never turn a blind eye instead of taking a stand. If we confirm the crooked instead of giving the qualified a chance, we are doing no justice to ourselves. If we uphold the powerful and silence the powerless, we are doing no justice to ourselves and to others. We will not only have failed our people in doing so, but the women who came before us. I want to thank my colleagues for standing alongside me when others would not. May we stand strong and signify the spirit, the Magahaga spirit, that our people have desperately waited for. I'm proud to stand here today, and I'm proud to say that I'm happy that there are those who can lift you when you are not being listened to, who can reach out to you when you are struggling, who can decide that they are not going to let the powerful suppress the voiceless, who can acknowledge that we are all equal in this community, no matter what our stature, but we are all a composite of a greater whole. That's all we ask for. It is true, and the burden that we have now is we are the body of the majority of women, and people are looking upon us, and they are judging us, and they are watching us. But that doesn't make us any less true to who we would be and how we would act otherwise. And so I acknowledge that we all think about our roles, we all think about the daunting pressures on us, but that we recognize that if we are going to succeed, we are not going to do so by undermining one another, and we're not going to do so by succumbing to forces that attempt to suppress and oppress an otherwise very strong, matriarchal, proud, and purposeful people. So in this Mes Chamorro, I just want to say, Biba Chamorro, Biba man Chamorro, Biba man lalahi lokwe, di malafaham ni man lalahi sa ungan importante ha gwinigi legislatura lokwe, lo ang gintun oskidu sempi bay tilik talangamo, but bay de ahaw, bay de ahaw. But you know, in all sincerity, we are one, and I know that we harp on us being the supermajority of women, but I think that all that we want to lend as the supermajority of women are all the values that we've espoused and that we've held on to, that have allowed us to nurture our families and keep our communities whole and connected and able to heal despite our adversities, whether natural, man-made, or beyond our control. So let's just keep together. It's only the beginning. This is only The second session, we have many, many sessions, and I think we can get together if we just have this kind of dialogue and understanding. So, Siduos Maasi, and to my sister to the left of me, hold your head up because you've got a lot of friends here, and what you committed to, you are in fact have been practicing, and I've witnessed that, and I respect you. And let's just do this, Guam, as they say. Siduos Maasi.
Buen provecho, Senator Torres. Anyone else wishing to give brief extensions? I'd like to acknowledge the presence of former Senator Jimmy Espodan Siduos Maasi for being here with us this morning. Anyone else? If not, Vice Speaker, Majority Leader Nelson, you are recognized for the motion to adjourn.
Siduos Maasi, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I make a motion to adjourn this session subject to call of the Speaker.
On the motion to adjourn the session, subject to the call of the Speaker, without any objections, motion ordered. Thank you, everybody.